Today, I want to share with you all something that I've learned with my YouTube channel, and it pertains one of my most successful videos, and it is this one, Dissecting Party Poppers. You can see that just in the last month, it had about 328 views, which for my channel is a lot. And so let's look at this video in detail. So first we see that it has 5,000, almost 6,000 views. It has a decent watch time and I've gained some subscribers from it. But what I find the most interesting is this. This is the graph that shows you how the views have increased over time. And you can see that since the day I posted it, for nearly a year, it had pretty much like no views. Well, in like 200 days after I uploaded it, it had only 600 views. We had only 100 views. So it's less than one view every 2 days. But it continued rising and rising and rising and rising. Roughly a year after I posted it, it had 360 views. So it's like a little more than a view per day. But then something happened around exactly in December 21st when it was rising before December 21st. You can see that it has like 700, 600, but then in December 31st, it rises up almost like, it almost doubles. It gets to like it went from roughly 800 views to 1600 views. And then it continued rising and rising and rising quite a bit. It gained like 400 views more in just like a month. And it continued and rising. And then on July the 2nd, July the 3rd, we have another jump of almost 1,000 views so it was like 450 and then it jumps up to, well, it was like 500 views. And then it continues rising quite a bit. So what's going on in here? Why does this video, first of all, suddenly became successful out of nowhere? And why does it have these spikes at these specific points in time? So what's going on here? Why did this video become successful in the first place after having very little views for quite a long time? And why does it have these spikes at these specific points in time? Well, first, what is this video about? It's about party poppers. If you don't know what a party popper is, well, go see the video. But party poppers are just these tiny things that you just pull a string and then a lot of confetti comes flying out. It's just like, it's fun for parties and stuff. That's why I call it party popper. And these are very popular in Christmas and in New Year celebrations. And so, wouldn't you know it, during New Year celebrations and Christmas, which happened just 6 days before that, we have an increase in the views of this video. Because, well, I imagine that people were either buying party poppers for their parties or they were using party poppers in parties and stuff like that. And they started wondering like, well, how do party poppers work? Or maybe it pops into their feed and they are like, hey, yeah, I used a party popper the other day, but how does it work? And then, well, that explains this rise in popularity in around December. But then why does this have this other rise in popularity? Well, I wasn't exactly sure, but then I decided to check where is my audience from. And you can see it has a terrible audience retention. And so you can see here in the data about the audience for this video that some 29% of them come from the United States. And you'll notice that all these other percentages don't add up to 100%. I imagine that's because most of this data is missing. There's probably a lot more people from the United Kingdom and the United States watching this video. These are just probably the users that YouTube is sure about. But regardless, what that means is that we can be pretty sure that most of the people that are watching this video are from the United States. And what happens in the United States in July the 4th? Well, that is their Independence Day. And during their Independence Day, they also like to use a lot of fireworks and apparently party poppers, leading to a lot of people wondering how do they work and making this video all the more popular. If this theory is correct, then that would mean that as we come close to December of this year, the views in this video are gonna continue rising and rising, and that we're gonna have another peak in the next December 21st. And then I'm gonna make another video, I'm gonna make a follow-up to see if my prediction was correct or if maybe it was incorrect, and to try to figure out why. But also, I want to show you one other video that is very important to understand this one. So, okay, here it is. Here you can see the video about party poppers with its 5,800 views. But right before it, actually just the day before it, I uploaded this video about how Christmas crackers work. I did it because I was in a party where there were Christmas crackers and party poppers, and I didn't know how any of them worked. And so I took one of each, and in my apartment, I tried to figure out how they worked. And the videos are pretty much the same. It's just me trying to figure out how these things work, and I just make similar commentary. I put similar copyright-free music, and it's incredible that this video has pretty much no views, and this one has a ton of views. And I am not entirely sure why is the discrepancy here. But, well, I've heard some people saying that they understood how Christmas crackers work, but not party poppers, so maybe that's it. I mean, to me it's not obvious. I saw both of them and I have no idea how any of them worked. But my point here is that, yeah, sometimes it's just like random. Sometimes you will make two videos that are the same idea, are almost exactly the same, and just one of them does a lot much better or worse than the others for reasons that are very hard to understand and completely outside your control. And so, yeah, I mean, I said that this video was important to understanding this other one. And it is, in the sense that it's important to understand that sometimes we cannot understand things. I don't understand why one video became so successful and the other one didn't. Look at this, 45 years. But yeah, I just guess it's important to be aware of that just randomness of, I don't know, the internet, the collective mind of the internet is a fickle thing. It's very capricious. And so, yeah, has been YouTube analytics, dissecting YouTube analytics.